It's the beginning of May, so it's the beginning of the end. Wait, that's far too dramatic, but the junior hockey is wrapping up, and 3 Tampa Bay Lightning prospects are suiting up to play in the Olen QMJHL Finals. In the QMJHL, Alex Barré-Boulet and the Blainville-Boisbriand Armada have survived a rough ride through the Maritimes and are heading to the President's Cup final for the second year in a row, hoping for a better result than a sweep that they had last. After sweeping Val-d'Or in round 1, and beating Moncton in 5 games, the Armada faced their first real challenge in the semi-finals, where the Charlottetown Islanders took a 3-2 series lead before falling to the Armada in Game 7. The series was a close one with 3 overtime games before BB won the series in a 6-1 blowout. Their opponent, the Acadie Bathurst Titan, needed 6 games in round 1 to get past the Chicoutimi Saguines, but after a Game 4 loss, the Titan have gone 10-0 in the playoffs, sweeping both the Sherbrooke Phoenix and the Victoriaville Tigres on the way to their first final since 2002 and hoping for their first President's Cup win since 1999. In the playoffs, Barré-Boulet has been scoring at a great rate, third on the Armada and in the QMJHL with 11 goals and 12 assists in 13 games. You can watch the games via QMJHL Live for $25.99. Make sure to select Acadie Bathurst as your team if you want an English feed, and the schedule is below. May 4th, Acadie Bathurst at Blainville-Boisbriand. May 5th, Acadie Bathurst at Blainville-Boisbriand. May 8th, Blainville-Boisbriand at Acadie Bathurst. May 9th, Blainville-Boisbriand at Acadie Bathurst. May 11th, Acadie Bathurst at Blainville-Boisbriand. May 13th, Blainville-Boisbriand at Acadie Bathurst. May 15th, Acadie Bathurst at Blainville-Boisbriand. Start times have not yet been announced, but most likely games will be at 7 p.m. Eastern when in Blainville and 8 p.m. Eastern 7 p.m. Atlantic when in Acadie Bathurst. In the Old Taylor, Radish and Boris Katchouk are looking to help the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds to finally get the elusive J. Ross Robertson Trophy that has been kept out of their reach by powerhouse teams from recent years like the Mitch Marner London Knights and Connor McDavid Erie Otters. Radish is looking forward to what could be his final shot at the Memorial Cup, after losing in the finals last year with the Erie Otters, and making a solid case for himself to skip his over-age year in the Old next. Both he and Katchouk were the OHL's top playoff producers, with Boris scoring 28 points 15G, 13A in 18 games and Taylor taking 27 points 12G, 15A in 18 games. The Greyhounds are coming out of a long and hard-fought trip to the finals. After a sweep of the Saginaw Spirit, they needed 14 games to get past the next 2 rounds, defeating the Owen Sound Attack and Kitchener Rangers in 7-game series, with Game 7 against Kitchener going to double overtime to decide the Western Conference champion. Up against the Greyhounds is a Hamilton Bulldogs team making it past the first round for the first time since moving from Belleville 3 years ago. The Bulldogs had an easier path to the finals, defeating the Ottawa 67s, Niagara Ice Dogs, and Kingston Frontenacs in 5 games each. If you want to watch Radish and Katchouk, you can purchase the series on All Live for $29.99, and the schedule is below. May 3rd, Hamilton Bulldogs at Sault Ste. Marie 7:07 p.m. May 5th, Hamilton Bulldogs at Sault Ste. Marie 7:07 p.m. May 7th, Sault Ste. Marie at Hamilton Bulldogs. 7 o'clock p.m. May 9th, Sault Ste. Marie at Hamilton Bulldogs. 7 o'clock p.m. May 11th, Hamilton Bulldogs at Sault Ste. Marie 7:07 p.m. May 13th, Sault Ste. Marie at Hamilton Bulldogs. 2 o'clock p.m. May 15th, Hamilton Bulldogs at Sault Ste. Marie 7:07 p.m. with the Memorial Cup scheduled to start a week after the Game 7s, we'll have the chance to see multiple Bolts prospects playing in the tournament again this year, after last year's almost all Bolts tournament.